Hello, everyone, and welcome to Feel Good Friday with Pastor Kristin. Uh, how are you all doing? As we continue to be in the middle of this time of uncertainty and figuring out what comes next, maybe you feel like you're finally kind of hitting your rhythm and adjusting to this new way of being. And maybe you are just weary, tired, worn out, ready for things to get back to normal, even though we don't know at this point exactly what normal is going to look like once we are able to be out and about again. And so I was reminded a couple of days ago when Stephen and I were doing our devotions together, I was reminded of a verse that has been very important to my family for a long time. It was the verse that was used at my little brother's funeral, and he was a runner. And so these verses were important to us and related well to him because of that. But I also think that they apply well to all of us right now, because a lot of us are weary of how things are, how things, wondering when things are going to change, when things are going to get back to our normal as we know it. And it might not ever be back to our normal as we know it. We may be looking at a completely new normal, at least for a while. And so I wanted to share these verses with you from Isaiah chapter 40. Specifically verses 30 and 31, but I think it's good if you start a little bit earlier than that, because it's a reminder of exactly what the last few verses tell us. So starting at verse 28, actually. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. God does not faint or grow weary. God's understanding is unsearchable. God gives power to the faint and strengthens the powerless. Even youths will faint and be weary, and the young will fall exhausted. But those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. And so in these days when we may be growing very weary of what we are dealing with and what life is like today, a message to remind us that we have a God who never grows weary, who never runs out of power, and whose understanding of everything we are going through and everything that we're dealing with, he understands it all. And God is with us in the midst of everything that we don't understand, giving us strength and power so that we can go through these days. And on those days when we are feeling weary, we can rely on God's strength and power to help us out and to remind us that God never grows weary of helping us, supporting us, loving us, encouraging us, and helping us through these uncertain days. And so a little ukulele song for you today. This one's a little challenging. It's got lots of G's in it. And if you've been watching, you know that I struggle with the G chord. But this is a song called All in All. And it is especially the first line, you are my strength when I am weak. But the whole song really, I think, fits where we are today and fits nicely with those verses from Isaiah 40. You are my all in all. You are my strength when I am weak. You are the treasure that I seek. You are my all in all. Seeking you as a precious jewel, Lord, to give up I'd be a fool. You are my all in all. Jesus, Lamb of God, worthy is your name. Jesus, Lamb of God, worthy is your name. Taking my sin, my cross, my shame, rising again, I praise your name. You are my all in all. When I fall down, you pick me up. When I am dry, you fill my cup. You are my all in all. Jesus, Lamb of God, worthy is your name. Jesus, Lamb of God, worthy is your name. I pray for you that when you are weary, when you are struggling with all that's going on, that you remember that we have a God who never grows weary. And if you are feeling encouraged and full of energy today, I invite you to give thanks to our God who gives us strength at all times. Even youth grow tired and weary. Young men stumble and fall. But they that hope in the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings as eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint. Amen. Have a great day.